jacks up your testosterone because for some reason, when you go into extreme cold for 3 minutes and then you work out, the effect is that your testosterone gets jacked up.
That's a real. I never heard about this.
Yeah, that's something that there was a study out of Japan, and it's something that people are just starting to incorporate now that they're starting to realize the benefits of this. But
I'll start doing that.
The overall health and wellness is just amazing. It's an amazing thing. And, I very, very, very rarely get sick. The last time I was really sick at all was COVID, and I was only sick for a couple days. Before that, I hadn't been sick in 11 years. And I think a lot of that is training, vitamins, a lot of different things that I do. But I think
and when you start to feel sick right away, you go super clean.
Yeah.
Teas, ginger, lemon, a little honey, all those things, they definitely work.
They definitely work. And it's also recognizing, understanding your body. Because you're used to exercise, so you have a deeper relationship with your body. You know when your body feels weak. Like one of the times my whole family got COVID and I didn't. And I think one of the reasons why I didn't is not just that I'm really healthy and I work out a lot, but I started working out and I was like, boy, I feel unusually weak today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick to a light kettlebell. I stuck to 35 pounds and I'm just going to do a very minimal routine of 10 clean presses each side, 10 swings each side, and just stop and relax. And that's what I did. And I did that for 2 days. And then on the third day, I started feeling really strong. And I said, well, let's just push it today. And I went back to a normal workout. So I think my body was resisting whatever was going on in my house and all around me. And then I got through it, and I never got sick.
Do you do anaerobic training?
I do all kinds of training.
Anaerobic is my favorite. I think that helps with the breath hold. I think it helps with
When you say
everything.
anaerobic training, what do you do?
Where you're depriving your muscles of O2. So let's say we were doing kettlebell swings. Let's say with a 35-pound, you would do 50 of them or 54. I do. But anyway, so you could do whatever high number you want. Then you take a minute and then you do it again. Then you take a minute, do it again. Or with the battle rope, you do, let's say, 10 minutes straight. And it builds up such a high tolerance. It's amazing. Even if you're just doing lunges, you can just do them slowly and really feel the burn. And then it burns for a long time after.
Well, your body is like a race car that you could build the horsepower on the engine just through will. Just through will and intelligent training and doing it properly. You can build your output. You can change how the thing works.
But when I'm holding my breath, those things, that training is exactly what plays a part. Because when I start to feel that pain and I want to quit, I know that I can keep going. So it's almost like I train in extreme, conditions to be able to do the other stuff.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. And the boundaries of what is possible versus what you think is possible, the only way that you explore those is by trying things like that and by doing things like the cold and the heat and just realizing that your body can tolerate a lot more than you think it can.
Yeah.
And then when you get out of it,
you build a resistance quickly.
Yes, you do. Well, that was the thing with Shane. The first time he got into the water, he couldn't even do a minute. He's like, fuck. And then yesterday he did 3 minutes. Yesterday, and it's only been 2 weeks. So he climbed in there and he's like in there for 3 minutes.
Nothing,
And then he got, I was like, dude, he goes, I feel like I'm on Molly. He goes, this is amazing. I go, it's amazing, right? I go, now let's get in the sauna. You're going to feel so good. And you get in the sauna and you close your eyes and you feel like you're flying, like,
And it's also a great mindset to just walk in. You don't tiptoe in. You just walk. Just
go in.
And you go all the way under, right?
Just
you
go
plunge
in.
And then come up.
Yeah, just go in. Yeah. Just go in and deal with it.
Yeah.
I can just go in and have a normal conversation with people.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the first time I did it, I couldn't even do a minute and a half. I think I did like a minute and 24 seconds. I was like, oh, Jesus, fuck. And then the second time I did it longer. And I think the third time I did 4 minutes. And then the fourth time I did 20 minutes or 21 minutes or something like that.
What's the temperature? Like
33
40?
degrees.
33?
Yeah. That was rough.
How do you get it to be 33?
I have what's called a Morozko cold forge. And it's really cold. It's just above freezing.
All right, so I have
ice in it.
I have to come back at one point.
I crack the ice with a kettlebell to get into it sometimes. Or
wow.
There's a video of me pushing aside the ice where I climb into it. It's on my Instagram. You could see what it looks like. There's just like giant floating chunks of ice in this fucker. and I just climb in there and just deal with it. And it's and I can talk like normal. I can get in there. My body's so accustomed to it because I do it every day. I fucking hate it. Every time I'm about to do it, I don't want to do it. Every time I'm about to do it, I'm trying to figure out a way I can pussy out. So there's two.
So you're like Mike
two people
Tyson
in my brain.
approaching.
much lesser extent, but there's two people in my brain. There's this little bitch. Here it is. Here, give me some volume. See all the ice in there?
Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's great.
When I first started doing the cold plunge, it was difficult for me to get to just like a minute and a half. I was freezing. And I'm still just as cold, but now I understand it. I've been here before. I've experienced it.
Are you listening to music?
No, I'm talking, so that's like the microphone. But I do listen to music. I generally listen to books in the sauna. That's one of them, but there's another one that was even more ice.
This is the first one that popped up.
Yeah, if you find it, there's another one that's even more ice.
Yeah, that looks
It's cold
great.
as fuck.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Yeah. But again, part of me is like, don't do it. I don't want to do it. Don't do it. And
Mike
that's the
Tyson
inner bitch.